Twice, three times the champion. Champions of Europe finally. History made in Istanbul. The treble complete.
History makers. For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Dun 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 dun. Rice, rice, bye bye. Dun 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 dun. Rice, rice, bye bye. Dun 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 dun. Rice, rice, baby. He's gone. He's off. Red card. See you later, Declan. In a bit. What a great start to the weekend of Premier League football. What a great start. Let's finish it off by pumping the Hammers. Absolutely smashed them. But there is a bad omen because I was literally having a pee as of about 4 or 5 minutes ago, and my lad was in the bath, having gone to the park for a very adventurous day today, and he had a bubble bath and he was just messing around with the bubbles, and he was like, these bubbles are indestructible. And I was like, don't say that. What are you talking about? Indestructible bubbles. That is the last thing we want to be facing today. The last thing. We want to be pop some bubbles today. Come on, City. Come on, City. I'm feeling good about this today, and I mean, that whole Declan Rice situation, honestly, deep down in the bottom of your heart, how do you feel about that? Because as much as the football purist in me is like, oh, it's a bit of an ugly red card, it's a red card, mate. You can't be kicking the ball away. What happens whether the ball's in motion, whether... what's his face? I've forgotten his name now. The fullback, the Brighton fullback, forgotten his name. The guy who booted Declan Rice. What's his name now? It's on the tip of my tongue. Should he have been booked? Yes, probably. Should João Pedro have been booked in the first half for kicking the ball away? Probably, yeah. But it was sort of like, was it out? Was it not out? Yes, I think football players know that ball had gone out and he was just kicking it away. What Declan Rice did was a yellow card. It's a yellow card, and I mean, he's the first yellow card. There's absolutely no disputing that. So, red card. See you later. See you later. Absolutely done. No way. There's no contention there for me. I feel like isn't that what they all say about the Manchester City and the 115 charges? Well, rules are rules. You got to follow the rule book, haven't you? City have broken the financial rules. Well, what about the on-the-pitch fucking rules? Because they need following as well. And they've been broken by Mr. Muller-Rice. Rice, bye-bye. So, he broke the rules. Off you pop. Off you pop. Good to see you guys in the chat. What we're going for today. Blues. Lots of positive scorelines. A.E. Erling was in here nice and early, gone 2-1, Manchester City. Drew has already seen a goal, which is very optimistic. I mean, what time is it? I mean, yeah, game's not started, but apparently a goal's gone in. RGS, cheers, mate. True Blues going 5-0. Church, 6-0, mate. That's your go-to, isn't it, Church? That's your go-to scoreline, 6-0. James, 4-1. Sour, 4-0. Bam Bam's in the house. Good to see you, mate. James, a.k.a. the little signpost, has gone 4-0 as well. Shantani has gone 3-0 City. Good to see you, mate. Sub 2 in the house. Haven't seen you in ages, mate. In ages. How's it going? Sub 2's in the house. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Sub 2's in the house. Appreciate it, mate. And boom, Nick Fadley, a member while in the starting soon screen. So really appreciate your support, mate. Nick, you're an absolute legend. Thank you very much for becoming a new member of the Typical City family. You are more than welcome, and everyone who wants to become a member of the Typical City family can do so by clicking the link. I think I've pinned it in the top. If not, it'll be in the description of the video. There's a link somewhere. There's a link. I mean, if you want to go and find it, you're doing your support for the channel. I appreciate it. Isa, good to see you, mate. KJ, g'day, lads. That sounds like an Australian speaking. Hoping for a good match. Where you from, mate? City boy, Africa. I'm guessing you're from Africa. Good to see you as well, mate. Treble Blues. John, as well. And the chat's going quicker than I'm clicking. I'm not going quick enough. But yeah, no spamming, lads. City boy, Africa. Let's keep the spamming to a minimum, if we can, please. But yeah, I'm going... What did I say in the preview? I think I said 3-0 in my preview, which I think... My excitement went down a level when Savinho, the news. So let's give you the team news now. Start with City, shall we? Edison in the bags. Back three, Akanji, Diaz, Gvardiol. Kovacic sitting in front of them with Lewis doing that unique helping Kovacic. Also right back, also right centre midfielder. So, I mean, Rico Lewis. I mean, have you got enough jobs for one person? Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield as well. Jeremy Doku, Haaland and Grealish with a chance to really set a tone for his season. A personal statement needs to be made today by Jack Grealish. He's coming to the home of the ground where he did pretty well. I remember a few years ago we were in a title race, and if I remember rightly, were we 1-0 down or 2-0 down? I can't remember. I think we might have been 2-0 down maybe. But Grealish came on in the second half, or he might have just played well in the start of the game. But whatever he did, he scored in the second half. Really, really important performance from Jack Grealish in that second half at the London Stadium. So hopefully we see the same again. What level of potency are we going to have on the wings, though? You know, because we've seen Doku, who I'm presuming is playing on the right now. Whereas I imagine with Savinho, with what happened against Ipswich, Savinho was on the right, Doku on the left. If that's the case, Grealish has always played on the left. So I imagine, therefore, Doku's now gone over to the right. Are we going to have a narrow midfield? And it very much suits teams that we've lost that option for me, because I did a video on the tactics of Pep Guardiola, what he's introduced, and how we've got Kevin De Bruyne going out wide, Rico Lewis and Bernardo Silva also going out wide to stretch, pull the opposition defenders, midfield mostly actually, as open as possible to create those channels. With Grealish having a tendency to, well, he's not an option to like beat the fullback, you know, where we get it into him. It's like, right, one-on-one situation against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I don't feel like he's winning that battle today. That's going to be where the game could be won or lost. So if I'm Pep, I'm saying get the ball to Doku. Let's hope Doku has a good day. And I mean, I trust Jack Grealish. Like, I want him to do well. He's been thrown in the deep end in this game because Wan-Bissaka, for me, is one of the best one-on-one defenders in the Premier League. Maybe the best one-on-one fullbacks. Going forward, Wan-Bissaka doesn't offer that much. I did see a great performance from Wan-Bissaka in the second half at Selhurst Park, where West Ham beat Crystal Palace 2-0. Wan-Bissaka had a great run in that second half that created the first goal. That's not really his game, though. Wan-Bissaka doesn't come forward. He's kind of like Kyle Walker. He's quite an agile, aggressive one-on-one defender with big stretchy legs that can just like get a toe on it and just like infuriate wingers trying to get past him. He's so difficult to get past. You put Savinho against him or Doku against him, they're going to test him. They're going to see what you're all about, because they're two of the best dribblers in European football right now. The other one is playing for West Ham, by the way, Mohamed Kudus, statistically one of the best dribblers in the world, in European football at least. I haven't got figures for South American football, but I mean, in terms of European football, Kudus is one of the best dribblers out there right now. Other than that, Savinho and Doku are second and third. So I was looking forward to having to see what Wan-Bissaka can do. Now Wan-Bissaka's got Grealish to deal with, and that's not quite the same. You know, he's not a dribbler. He's not a one-on-one aggressive winger. He's a take-your-time. He's a recycler of the ball, isn't he? And he could work effectively. I just want him to link up with Haaland well today, because I know those two have got very good off-the-field chemistry. But on-the-field chemistry went missing last season. It was pretty non-existent last season. In the treble-winning season, though, Grealish and Haaland were really linking up. I remember that Southampton goal springs to mind. The overhead kick away to Southampton. Grealish whipping that ball in. Haaland, bang, overhead kick. What a goal that was. Absolutely brilliant. Don't forget to smash the like buttons, guys. Really, really helps if you can do that. Let's see what we can get to. We're on 60 already. We've got over 160 watching as well. If we get to 100 before kickoff. What an ask. What a cocky, ballsy ask from me. What, we got 2 minutes to go till kickoff, and I've asked for 40 likes in 2 minutes. Pretty unreasonable. A very unreasonable request on my behalf. But, 69, that's a good number as well. Everyone enjoys the 69, don't they? So, 60. What a start. Brilliant. Who else have we got? Got Mooner Classics, Section 20 as well. Good to see you. Hope you're all good. Chrome, KJ, and Jeff in the house. Good to see you, Jeff, mate. Hope you're all good. Shirt is on the way to you, Jeff, my friend. Jeff's going to frame it, everybody. What a kind... Oh, he's going to wear it for this season, then he's going to frame it, he told me, next season. Anyone wondering why Jeff's getting a shirt, it's because he hooked me up with American TV, so I can watch the non-televised games that are on here, that are not televised here in the UK. But yeah, big up to Jeff. Jan, good to see you as well. Hope you're good, Jan. Johnny Poznan, if Doku scores, please, Ryan asks. Yeah, that's... why not? We need to get some sort of Poznan emoji going in the chat, don't we? But yeah, teams are out. Lineups are being displayed on the screen. I hope Grealish has a good game. That's the only concern for me. And we're donning this kit as well. Well, not this kit. This is the old one, isn't it? But the new version of this is what Manchester City wearing the first time this season. And doesn't it look good? Doesn't it look bloody brilliant? And there's the midfield four. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. I really want to see a big performance from him. Really do. For his own sake as well, because he seems like such a nice guy, man. And that's not what football's about, being a nice guy, is it? But, I mean, we know he's a good player. We know there's a good player there. There's so much divisive opinions about him, though, isn't there? Immediately, you saw Gareth Southgate in the England camp, manager, saying, nope, Grealish not been played. Part of me agreed with that decision, to be honest, because I was like, Jack Grealish hasn't actually been playing much football, so why would you take a player that's not playing football? He's out of form. But then Lee Carsley's like, you've not been playing football whatsoever, but I still trust you so much from Villa days, because Lee Carsley and Jack Grealish have actually got a bit of connection, historically, at least. And straight into the England squad, which I'm okay with that as well, because you know what Jack Grealish can do. It's just he's been up and down, hasn't he, at City, and if we can get him back to that treble-winning form, that final third of that season as well, he was almost unplayable, because I felt like everything he did was just spot on. In the final 15 games of that treble-winning season, he was absolutely on fire, Jack Grealish was. Ruben Diaz, thundering header, 15 minutes in. Jeff's gone for, oh, wouldn't you just love it? Thundering as well, what a fantastic adjective. Cheers for the super chat, Jeff. You're a legend, mate. Thank you very much. Did I put that on the screen? Yeah, I did. There you go, just in case I didn't. But yeah, sub 2. Good to see you, mate. Where have you been, mate? Where have you been? Yeah, appreciate that, Bam Bam. Bubbles everywhere. But yeah, Arsenal, man. Brighton. I don't feel like Brighton played that well, to be honest. I didn't feel like they played that well against United, to be honest. And I thought both teams, United and Brighton, looked a bit average. Once Arsenal went down to 10 men, Brighton looked good. That's when they just turned it up a notch, and they just completely made the most of the extra man. And that's what's interesting about the systems that are now being played in the Premier League. And can I just say, by the way, the mentality that's come with this result, that the fact that Arsenal dropped 2 points 3 games into the season, you go back like 5 years ago, even maybe a bit less than that, but let's say 5 years ago, you drop points, like, oh well, it was a good point, really. You went down to 10 men, good point. Now, and you know why this is? It's because of City, but now, drop points 3 games into the season, Arsenal fans are like, oh, I can't believe it, league's gone, what are we going to do? Oh, City are going to run away with it now. We've given them a hope. We've given them a glimmer of hope. Do you know what we've done to them? We have destroyed them. We have ruined them. Psychologically broken Arsenal fans, because they're fucking 3 games into the season, they've dropped points, and they've all shit the bed. Can you believe it? Anyway, game's about to get underway. KDB standing over the ball. Come on, City. Well, it means nothing, that Arsenal result, if we drop points here. And we're off! Come on, City! Come on, City! Ball back with Edison. What did you expect? Anything else? Always goes straight back to Edison. It's just to size them up, isn't it? Edison usually gets the ball and then he puts his foot on it, thinks about it, sees what West Ham are doing, and then the whole team probably has an idea within 5 seconds of the game starting. Right, this is what West Ham are doing, is it? Right, okay, well, let's do our thing that was planned for whatever they're planning. Kovacic. There's me getting a bit cocky early on, but yeah, Kovacic was control there. Nice. Gets the ball out to Rico Lewis. down the line to Doku. They've gone, West Ham, by the way, I didn't even give you the West Ham team news. They've gone with Rodriguez and Edson Alvarez, two rocks, defensive midfield rocks, whereas Souček, who I think played midweek against Bournemouth, if memory serves me, but Souček's gone onto the bench, who's done reasonably well. Jared Bowen getting a bit lucky there, but he's in. Here, Gvardiol's got to get back. And the ball's poked through to Antonio, and it was Gvardiol who touches it, so he's onside. Cleared by a... Well, not really. Then Rico Lewis gets it cleared. Gvardiol with a bit sloppy there. Got caught underneath it. Jared Bowen with a little touch. And here comes Kudos. One-on-one with Rico Lewis. Crossed in! Cleared. Oh, fucking hell. We're nearly 1-0 down here already. It was deflected cross that was a horrible cross to deal with. City under pressure here. Rodriguez has picked the pocket of Kevin De Bruyne. Fires it across the face of goal, and it's cleared by Ruben Diaz. Wan-Bissaka keeps it in play. A little bit sloppy from City to start with. Gvardiol getting caught underneath it. He was seeing that ball coming down. He was just going to head it, but a little nudge from Bowen. Kind of similar how Saka did on Lewis Dunk earlier this afternoon. Legal. Can't complain. Got to be strong, man. Saka nudging 6'4" Lewis Dunk. Like that. Little Bowen. I know Gvardiol's not quite the unit that Lewis Dunk is, but he's got to be stronger there. Ball comes in from Kudos as well after that happened as well, and it was deflected. And actually, Gvardiol does really, really well at the back post to deal with Antonio, who was coming in at that back post. Anything other than what Gvardiol did, and it's 1-0 West Ham. He's done really well. Immediately redeemed himself, actually. I didn't give him any credit for that. But that was a good bit of defending from Gvardiol. Edson Alvarez now. Kudos. God, they're playing well, you know. They haven't touched the ball yet. A little bit, mate. A little bit, Fox. Good to see you, G. Ball in. Cleared. KDB. Sloppy again. Get it rid. We're fucking hanging on here. Hanging on for dear fucking life here. Bowen. Saved by Edison. Rico Lewis. Swing and a miss. Can't even fucking clear it. What's going on here, Blues? Absolutely rattled all of a sudden. West Ham have just absolutely come out flying here. Should have expected this. I don't think City have strung 3 passes together yet. 3 minutes in, and it's been utter domination from West Ham. Could arguably be 2 up already. Lopetegui standing there like, I'm a genius, mate. I know what I'm doing. Felt for him. He's had a mad career, hasn't he? Done really well at Sevilla. But then he got sacked on the eve of the World Cup. In, was it 2018, I think? Or was it 20? I can't remember what year it was. 2020, maybe. Can't remember what year the World Cup actually was. But he got sacked on the eve because rumours came out that he was going to Real Madrid. So because of that, the Spanish FA sacked him because there was too much distraction. Like, you've gone, right, your head's obviously not in the game. You've gone to Real Madrid. And then he went to Real Madrid and he was sacked there within 4 months. So, like, felt for the guy, to be honest. Ruben Diaz. Back with Edison. City got the ball. Would you? Excuse me. Don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate getting to 100 likes. There's a balloon on the pitch there. Referee's just popped it. Michael Oliver is the referee. Great ball from Edison to Rico Lewis. Finds himself in a bit of space, but chooses to go back to Akanji with it. Bernardo Silva doing that, what I said in my preview, coming deep to collect it, but he's on his bike now. Bernardo Silva's bursting into a channel. Doku bringing it forward, though. He's surrounded by West Ham players, hounded, like 4 of them. Just absolutely just covering him. Marinading Doku. Let's hope it turns out to bloody hell. Gvardiol with a sloppy touch there. No one near him, thankfully, but... I am good, Stuart. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Grealish, first chance to impress. One-on-one with Wan-Bissaka down the line to KDB. Ball in from KDB. It's cleared by Max Kilman, who I think has been a great signing for West Ham. It really has. He's done really well in his first few games for West Ham. Akanji now back to Ruben Diaz. KDB, left wing. His new little position with Jack Grealish tucking inside a little bit. This might suit Jack Grealish actually tucking inside. It's when he has to go out wide, Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is in. Left foot, he slowed it down. Plays it to Bernardo, great ball, down to the byline. It's Haaland! Oh, and he's headed it over the bar. It was a lovely bit of play from Manchester City. Grealish holding it up, finding a little pocket of space. Fed in by Kevin De Bruyne, great play. Grealish holds it up. Bernardo Silva overlaps Jack Grealish. Grealish knows what's coming. Plays it blindly but perfectly into Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva dinks it back post. You're thinking 1-0. Haaland's going to nod this in. And it's a poor miss actually from Haaland because he gets his head on it. It's a cross that should be putting in back of the net. It's not one he should be putting that far over because it's 50p head. It's a 50p head. Ah, mate. Oh, that's exactly right there. Exactly. Section 20. There you go. 50p. 100%. Ah, that's a blow, man. That's a big miss. Most goals since February the 10th. Premier League players in all club competitions. Cole Palmer with 14 in second place. In first place, Erling Haaland with 23. 23. I've got some stats here for you actually as well. Haaland in August, by the way, and we're still in August, just still in August. Haaland has scored 16 goals in 10 appearances in the month of August. 16 in 10 appearances in the first month of every season, the last 3 seasons. That's unbelievable. Talking about getting off to a flyer, you know, with a hat-trick last season. That is a goal every 52 minutes. Is the most in the Premier League. No one's ever scored that amount of goals in August. Unbelievable. 3 years, mate. What a player. Grealish now. Into KDB, into the penalty area. Kevin De Bruyne, great ball. Oh, it was a good ball. It was looking like it was going to go to Doku. City look better. We've got hold of the game a little bit here. Rico Lewis, there you go, coming forward, takes it off Kudos. Tries to beat him again, shouldn't. Doku versus Kudos, the two best dribblers in European football. Kovacic. Didn't really know Kudos, Jack Grealish. Again. He's pushed him into the area. It's Kevin De Bruyne on the edge of the area. Oh, and it's blocked. West Ham all of a sudden hanging on here. Kevin De Bruyne he's finding space here, De Bruyne. This is dangerous for West Ham. After that 3-minute pretty squeaky bum time, 3 minutes into the game, we were looking a bit bloody, oh, what's going on here? But all of a sudden we've turned it up a notch. And we've had a couple of opportunities ourselves, really, to even up the game so far. 8 minutes in, and it's been a scintillating game so far. Akanji, it's Kevin De Bruyne, acres of space. Plays it inside to Grealish. Gvardiol's just outside of him. De Bruyne is even further and he gives it to him. Bernardo Silva, and De Bruyne tries to feed it to Jack Grealish. The rotation between Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne is a fascinating watch right now. It's just a conveyor belt of movement. And here it goes again. It's Bernardo Silva across and it's blocked for a corner ball. These three are linking up really, really well. Really well. He's on the toilet. I've heard he's actually got COVID. That's what someone told me. He's actually got COVID, which I've had it twice, and yeah, it can knock you out. It's usually a week at least, isn't it? But De Bruyne, ball in from the corner, back post. It's Gvardiol who nods it, and it's going to be a goal kick. And Savinho, yeah. Good to see you, Clara. Hope you're good. Injured. Knee injury. And apparently 10 days. Is that a bit of a weird... Is it the same one? Because he picked up an injury... Did he come off against Ipswich? He got an injury against Chelsea, didn't he? Ball given away. Bernardo Silva into Haaland. He's in. Haaland makes it. 1-0! 1-0. Erling Haaland. Have some of that. Let's go. Let's make it 2 and let's send a statement to those Arsenal fans who have absolutely shat the bed because they've dropped some points. And Manchester City punish West Ham for giving the ball away. Haaland, 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 Haaland. Don't you just love it, mate? Oh, love it. That was easy. That was really, really easy. It was Lucas Paquetá who gave it away. Or was it Lucas Paquetá? Emerson. No, it was Emerson. The camera zoomed in. Bernardo Silva with another assist, and Haaland makes absolutely light work of a one-on-one situation with Max Kilman and Mavropanos closing him down, closing the gap on Haaland. He doesn't give a shit, does he? He's just going to pop that into the bottom corner. See you later. Thank you very much. 1-0. 1-0. I'm going to remember to do it this time as well. There we go. What a finish as well. That's his trademark finish, innit, that? It was. I knew it was in. As soon as he was in on goal, I knew it was in. Just immediately, they've given it away again. Kovacic, are we having another Ipswich calamity here, where Ipswich just caved in, didn't they, in the space of about 5 minutes? Hopefully West Ham do the same. We've already popped a bubble. Let's pop some more. Pop some more. Jeremy Doku, is he onside? He's onside. Jeremy Doku to the byline, cuts it back. Bernardo Silva, that's a corner ball, is it, referee? Bernardo Silva's fuming. Hey, did anyone watch Ruben Diaz versus Bernardo Silva beat the clock on Sky Sports News YouTube channel? If you haven't, I highly recommend it, because you get a little taste of the competitive nature of Bernardo Silva and the intelligence, by the way. Ruben Diaz is like, I don't think Ruben Diaz is dumb, but man, he made him look like a dum-dum. You know what I mean? Bernardo Silva was like, he literally said at one point, "You're not very smart, you are." Like, he obviously in jest, but I mean, Bernardo Silva, man, that was so good. Didn't he go to, I think he went to private school. He went to a very high level of education, Bernardo Silva, in Portugal. I actually think he's from a reasonably well-off background already. They've given it away. Again, West Ham. Kevin De Bruyne. It's Jack Grealish is in. Got to give it Grealish. Grealish, he's going to get tackled, is he? Jack Grealish! Oh! Oh, I thought that was going in the bottom corner. Oh, what a... Oh, how bad... Is this a bad miss? What we're saying? It was a poor ball to him, actually, from De Bruyne. He had to slow down. Jack Grealish had to slow down. And that's not a thing you say often, is it? Kevin De Bruyne with a poor ball. But if he plays it into his path, it's gone off, actually. It's gone off the West Ham defender, so it's a corner ball, actually. So Jack Grealish was a little bit unlucky, but he had to slow down. If he could take that into his stride, the corner taken quickly. It's De Bruyne! Oh, what a fucking save! Areola, what a nipple. What a fucking nipple. Areola with an absolute worldie of a save. And Kevin De Bruyne saw a gap in the goal, and he knew exactly what an effort that was from De Bruyne, and it was matched by the save, because it comes in as a short corner out from the corner. Jack Grealish just lays it straight back to Kevin De Bruyne, and you're thinking De Bruyne's going to whip this into the in for a cross, and the goalkeeper sort of tried to predict it and go to the back post. Ball in again. Jack Grealish cleared. The goalkeeper goes to the back post to try and predict a deep cross, and De Bruyne sees a big gap in the near post and just whips it near post. What an effort. What an effort. City have absolutely smashed West Ham. Since those two chances from West Ham at the very beginning of the game, that was a little bit, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here? And then boom, City just went, right, sick of this shit. just decided to turn it on. It's good, innit? We're good, aren't we? We're pretty good. Pass a 5-0, bloody hell. Well, they can piss off, Devious. They can absolutely piss off, or give us 300 million, maybe more, actually. How much do you reckon it would cost right now to sign Haaland and Rodri? Realistically, Red Camp says 500 million. Big M450, yeah. Because it's not just the asset you're playing as well. The contracts that you're going to have to break. Haaland's contract's got reasonable years on it, hasn't it? Well, is it that big? We need Rodri to sign a new contract, man. We really do. That would be absolutely brilliant. That would. And it's not happened. There was rumours going round in the transfer window. I'm glad that's over, by the way, the transfer window. It gets a bit annoying, doesn't it, the transfer window? And I can also turn off Fabrizio Romano notifications finally, because your phone's just like bzz, 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 fucking non-stop. I've got a fucking wasp nest downstairs. I actually have, but I thought it was that. It's my fucking phone. Fabrizio Romano, the wasp nest. That's what he should be called. Just constantly making phones vibrate across the world. Doku. Donny Olmo got 2 goals in 2 games. Not bad. Offside. Bernardo Silva's been lively. We haven't seen much of that combination since, about the 10-minute mark, where Bernardo Silva, there's Noel Gallagher. Bernardo Silva and, what's his name? Grealish and De Bruyne rotating. It was really good. Anyone get tickets for the Oasis in the chat? Has anyone got tickets? Gotta be honest, I didn't try. I didn't even buy. I'm not a big music concert goer. I don't know why. I've never been. I love music. In fact, I play a lot of music on this channel like an idiot, don't I? Like, I come up with some stupid shit. See, in fact, I started the stream actually with Rice Bye Bye. So I do like my music. I just find it quite a personal experience, music. I don't really like going to concerts that much. I don't know why. I like having a dance. I like having a boogie. Do you know what I mean? But I don't really go to concerts. I'm not a big live musical guy. I don't know why. But I love music in my own space. In my head, I like music. That's where I like it. So I never really bothered with the Oasis tickets. I'm not that eager to go. And it sounds like a real party pooper, don't I? I just wasn't that bothered. But did anyone get tickets? Be interesting to know how much you paid as well, if you did. But yeah, Rico Lewis. Akanji. Ruben Diaz now being pressed by Antonio. City being forced back here. The press is good from West Ham here. Got to be careful. Kovacic wins a free kick. Really good. Really good from Mateo. Good to see him back. Was concerned that his injury in the Ipswich game was going to be... well, was I? Because in reality, it's like, well, Rodri sounds like he's pretty much ready. And there's Gundogan. So... Ball fed down the line to Doku from Rico Lewis. It's Doku into the penalty area. Ball across. It's Kevin De Bruyne off the post. It's Jack Grealish on the rebound. Grealish. Oh, and he's put it wide. Oh. He's got to hit the target there, Jackie boy. Kevin De Bruyne, absolute postage stamp. Oh, that's so unlucky from Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, what an effort. Off the inside of the post, comes out to Jack Grealish, controls it, and then he goes for the same corner, but not the same technique as Kevin De Bruyne, and it goes a couple of yards past the post. But Jack's been all right. He's done all right so far. I think he could get a goal here, and it's Haaland is in. Oh, and it's fed a bit too heavily, and Areola picks it up. It's a great idea, great run from Haaland, great ball, nearly just overhit from Bernardo Silva, but I think he had to get that power on it to get it past Mavropanos. But here come West Ham. It's only 1-0. It feels like we've already 2 or 3 up here, but we're 1-0 up. And this game is still very much alive with Jared Bowen bringing it across, and it's an own fucking goal! It's 1-1! Jeff, you said Ruben Diaz was going to score, mate. You said he was, and he's put it in his own fucking net, mate. What a shit moment. Really against the run of play, that is. Fucking hell. Are we going to see if Bowen's onside here? Because that didn't look clear. It probably was onside, but... Oh, that's a shit goal to concede, that is. That's poo. Proper poo. Right, it's come off his knee. I'm not sure he should be trying to even... I mean, what do you do there as a defender? I mean, I've been in that situation before. You're just trying to block the cross. Too busy thinking about beating the clock with Bernardo Silva, isn't he? He's rattled him. Bernardo Silva's rattled him. That was fucking 1-1, man. Right, hopefully, I still feel like we're going to come away and turn this game around. I still feel like that we're... Just have a think, Jeff, about what you've done. Take the time to think about it, but if I speak, Grealish gets the ball back to Gvardiol. That's a bummer, that, innit? Fucking absolutely. Felt like, I was saying it, wasn't I? Like, as they were bringing the ball forward, I felt like we were dominating the game. We're going to score a second in a minute and the game will be done before half time. And then all of a sudden they come forward and you're just thinking, nothing silly, nothing silly. And then, silly. But I do feel like we'll come back. Haaland's in business. Oh, it was a good idea. That quick throw from Gvardiol. Haaland holding up play really well. Good play from Haaland. Gvardiol now, back to Ruben Diaz. Would love to see Ruben Diaz do something on the offensive side to redeem himself. Kind of how Lewis Dunk did today. Jackie boy, what are you seeing there? Kevin De Bruyne with a shot that's a bit of a P-roller into the hands of Areola. But City look like they're trying to respond quickly here. No need to panic. 21 minutes in. Don't panic. We're playing the better football. We've created enough chances to indicate that there's going to be more goals from Manchester City. I think West Ham need a second goal to get anything from this game. I am fairly certain we're going to score again. Fairly certain. So hopefully we win the game as a result of that, and that was West Ham's one lucky goal. But I mean, here we go again. Ruben Diaz is being pushed and he's got the ball, got a good touch on it. Rico Lewis. Fucking Akanji and Rico Lewis, make a decision between you. Communication there. Neither of them knew what to do. Akanji said, your ball, and Rico looked surprised. Oh, Emerson nearly burst forward then, and Ruben Diaz gets it away. Fucking hell. Hey, look at that. Bloody hell. Gifted one membership, Jeff. Boom. Thank you very much, Jeff. You're absolute legend. And then Jan quickly followed up herself with a gifted membership. Absolute legends, the both of you. And I think it was Ryan who gets that one. And William gets Jan's gifted membership. Hugely appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. Honestly, really. It's, I don't know how... I still feel new to streaming. Do you know what I mean? I've been doing it for a year now. And I still feel kind of new to it. I don't know how you say thank you any differently. Do you know what I mean? How do you show your appreciation without sounding like you're copy and pasting it? Do you know what I mean? And I want you to know, man, I'm fucking appreciative. I really am. Kovacic. Ball over the top for De Bruyne, who's well over this left-hand side. Bowen smashes into him. De Bruyne keeps it though. Well played, KDB. Gets the ball back to Gvardiol. That was good from Kevin De Bruyne. Strength. And Bowen's stocky, isn't he? He's a big lad. He's not big, but big. Gvardiol. Kevin De Bruyne. These little passes inside were working really well at the minute. They're not really finding City shirts. There's been a couple now that have been fed inside to sort of nobody. Need to get that chemistry back. Rico Lewis. Doku slowing it down on the right wing. Akanji, I'm just looking at Haaland in the box. He's just stood there waiting, like wondering, what are you going to do, guys? Watch Haaland, man, his movement. Look at him thinking constantly. Akanji. Ball across the field to Jack Grealish. Further across the field to Kevin De Bruyne. That's right. De Bruyne's on the left wing. And it's a ball to the back post. And it's cleared at the back post by Kilman. Haaland was waiting. Easy one to clear, but it's a corner ball for City. Still left that on the screen, haven't I? But appreciate that, Jeff. I imagine it's just precautionary and kind of out of respect to Kovacic's recent performances, because I feel like Kovacic does not deserve to be benched. And he's played really well so far in this game, but corner ball to City. De Bruyne. It's Gvardiol with a free header, and it's straight into the hands of Areola. It was coming too far out. De Bruyne's ball in was... There was too much bend on it. Ball back. They went to try and... ball over the top from Areola was dealt with by Kovacic really well. Because they were looking to a Springer counter-attack. There, Jack Grealish now. Into Josko. Nice one, Harley. Good to see you, mate. G. 10 days apparently, so it's minor. Minor is... Jack Grealish is in. Ooh, got to be careful with that. Ball across by Bernardo Silva. No one there, though. Jack Grealish thought he was going to get done for a high foot there. It was one of them where the ball's like there and the defender's got to go down to it, but you can leap up and get it with your foot. Oh, I can smell some chips. There's a pub like a little way away over there that every now and again you get a little waft of food that comes into this room and it teases the fuck out of me every day. I can smell chips. Smells delicious. Fries, if you're watching from the US. Yeah, do you know what, Clara? I did a video. I actually did a video for it. On the day of the draw, you'll notice on Thursday there was no video uploaded, but I just couldn't get it out in time because Thursdays are the day that I've orchestrated, because I now manage my lads' football team. Hang on a minute, Doku down to the byline. Ball across, it's a poor one, but it's cleared poorly and it's going to go out for a corner. Is it? Yeah, it is. I manage my lads' football team now, or coach, not really manage, but coach my lads' football team. You know what I mean? I volunteered once and now I'm the bloody coach. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of them things. I enjoy doing it, it's alright. And then I play football on Thursday, so I try not to, because we don't play Thursday nights, do we? Because we're not shite like some teams. Ball in from Kevin De Bruyne. Akanji's underneath it. Bernardo Silva, is that handball? Yes, it is. Free kick to West Ham. So Thursday's really difficult evening for me, and the plan was to make a video really, really quickly about the Champions League draw, but I just didn't have time. They spent so long doing that build-up. Do you know what I mean? It took like 40 minutes. If it came out at 5 o'clock, they announced the draw, I would have spoke to you and made a video. Anyway, long story short, I'm quite happy with the draw. I think it's really good. And I like the format. You know, I'm looking at the format and I'm thinking, this is good, actually. And I mean, far be it for me to compliment UEFA on something, but I feel like they've done the right thing. And I know it's for money. I know it's more about the money, and there is more games. Obviously, that's the downside, is fitness. Ball over the top, and Bowen's got hold of this here. We've got another attack from West Ham to deal with. And Gvardiol gets it out for a throw-in. Still in a dangerous area. But from a spectator's point of view, it's entertaining. I feel like it's straight away. We've seen the schedule as well lately, because that wasn't announced on the day, was it? We've got Inter Milan at home first game. So that's exciting. Really exciting. A repeat of the Champions League final from 2 years ago is the first game of our Champions League campaign. I mean, doesn't get much better than that for me. I think I'm really excited. But yeah, I was gutted not to do a video. I had to do it in my training kit as well. I half made the video. I just realised I was running out of time. I realised halfway through, I was like, I'm literally going to let down like 10, 15, 7-year-old children that are all waiting for me. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, guys. I had to prioritise them because they're just sat there on a pitch waiting for me, so I couldn't let them down. But anyway, yeah, Ruben Diaz. Ball over to the left side. Jackie boy. Come on, Jack. You've got to do something. Goes past Bowen. Bowen didn't even bother then. He's into the penalty area. Bernardo Silva lays it off to Kovacic. Rico Lewis, edge of the area. Into Haaland, onto his left foot. Haaland smashes it in! Smashes it in! Erling Haaland says, fuck off! Have some of that! Fucking leathers it in! Absolutely bolts it into the middle of the net. Areola's still wondering where the fuck the ball's gone. It's in the back of your net, mate. Turn around. I know you had no idea it was a fucking blur, but it's 2-1, and it's fantastic play from Jack Grealish, getting the ball in from that left-hand side into the path of Kovacic, who lays it off to Rico Lewis, who lays it off to Erling Haaland. Haaland says, right, I'm going to smash this into the back of the net. Boom. 2-1. Buzzing. He battered that into the net. Areola's just like, like I mean, with the better side, just shore it up now. Nothing silly. Just let's go and get a third, and we'll kill the spirits of West Ham and most of the Premier League. Doku fed to the byline. It's across the face of goal, and Areola collects it. Haaland's on a hat-trick already. Nice one, William. Good to see you. He's our own Norwegian. He only cost 50 million. Ball in from Antonio. It's Bowen at the back post and Gvardiol. Fucking hell. Cool as you like from Josko Gvardiol. Heads it back to Edison. A little bit risky, but very calm and collected from Gvardiol there. How many goals has Erling Haaland got now? This is 11 appearances and 18 goals in August. In all 3 months of August that he's ever played in the Premier League, he has scored 18 goals just in 3 months of Augusts. Multiple Augusts in 11 appearances. He's scored 2 in half an hour and he's in again. Haaland is in the penalty area. He's laid it back to Bernardo Silva. Doku. Doku onto his left foot. It's good to see Doku on the right. I want him to play there a bit more. Heavy touch from Doku though to Kovacic. Nothing to worry about though, because Kovacic cools it down. De Bruyne on the left side. Inside to Gvardiol. Further inside to Rico, and Rico's lays it off to Grealish, and we've still got it. I thought it was a bit of a heavy layoff there from Rico, but Jackie boy out to KDB. De Bruyne across the face of goal. We're looking like we could get a third here. And we need it really, because we've seen West Ham can mount a counter-attack, even though it was a scabby little own goal. It's not the point. They came forward and they mounted a counter-attack. They got a cross into the box, which can cause problems for anybody. So you got to respect that. So we need a third, and that'll kill the game for me. I think we can win this game quite comfortably if we get ourselves a third goal. De Bruyne, absolutely sensational touch from Kevin. Oh, and Josko makes Bowen go for a hot dog. Oh, love this play from City. We look good, man. We look good. I'm not going to lie. It's annoying that we've conceded 2 goals this season. It really is. I wanted a clean sheet today. I really did. Ooh, heavy touch there from Josko. Khaled, you're a legend, mate. Absolute legend, Khaled. Go on, Haaland. Go on, Haaland. I've heard people saying this season, like, oh, 1 injury to De Bruyne. Oh, 1 injury to Haaland. You know what I mean? Like, that's how people think now. I know what Khaled's saying there. Go on, Haaland, 100%. And there is a part of me that would be a bit worried if we lost Erling Haaland to injury, but we've got people begging for our players to get injured. You sad bastards. You sad, pathetic individuals that are praying for our players to be injured. You know what I mean? At least do it in private. I think most of us do it in private. If your title rival gets an injury, Jared Bowen, he's in space here. Edison, come out, and he's come out and collected it. If you see Odegaard getting injured, Havertz, Declan Rice suspended, which is why we're all happy, because Declan Rice is now not going to play against Spurs away. They're going to beat Spurs away, by the way. Just to spoil you on that one. I'm pretty sure Spurs will lose that. But you never know. You never know. But when you see it happen, you're like, you do it to yourself, don't you? You get a notification on your phone, or you see it live, and you just go, don't you? That's what you do. You just go, yes. You don't take to social media and announce your happiness, or you preemptively plan your excitement for a player being injured. Like, oh, imagine if Erling Haaland got injured. How good would that be? Like, how sad and pathetic. Just beat us at football, mate. We've got better players than you. We spent 50 million on Haaland. Couldn't anyone else in the top 10 afford 50 million? No. Could you not do that? Oh, how unfortunate. Jack Grealish is in. Wan-Bissaka absolutely snaps Mavropanos. That's right. You heard me correctly. Wan-Bissaka snaps the shit out of Mavropanos with a wonderful tackle on Jack Grealish, who comes away completely unscathed from the situation. I've not seen it, Mullet, but good to see you. Hope you're good. Don't ask him to change it. Mullets are in now, mate. Mullets are in. Ball laid off to De Bruyne. It's a short corner. Doku. Ball in. Cleared. Antonio. Oh, he skipped past Kovacic, but Haaland, mate, absolutely brilliant from Erling Haaland, getting back and preventing the counter-attack in our own half. Sprinting, what we're talking there, 80 yards, 90 yards to get back. Kovacic struggled. Antonio's a beast when he comes forward, isn't he? When he gets going, he opens them legs up. Antonio's a beast, but Haaland's a bigger beast and a better beast. And he got back and he stopped the counter-attack. Well played, Erling Haaland. His hold-up play's been really good as well, Haaland, but here's Wan-Bissaka against Gvardiol and Jack Grealish. Goes back to Lucas Paquetá. Don't forget to hit that like button. Help me get to what we on. 160 likes. Do you reckon we could get to 200 before half time? That'd be a huge help. 162 is really good, by the way, so thank you very much to those of you that have, are watching and have liked already. Rico. Seems like a lovely person as well, Rico. Seems like a very mature man. You know what I mean? He's 19. He speaks like very, very... like he seems like an old soul. I feel like I'm a bit of an old soul. You know, I'm 30... what am I, 36? I feel like I'm 50 in my head. Do you know what I mean? I love whinging. Moaning about shit. Not that every 50-year-old moans about shit, but... do you know what I mean? Ball in time. Oh, Rico's in! Rico, finish it! Oh, he's absolutely... that was a bad finish. Oh, that was bad. Haaland nearly get himself an assist as well. Rico Lewis finding that channel that he found all game against Ipswich. It was a great layoff from Erling Haaland, and Rico's got to hit the target there, man. He's got to hit the target. Rico Lewis should have 2 goals this season. Some of the City players behind him, by the way, in that replay were like really disappointed in him. And I mean, he's a 19-year-old kid. Let's not forget that. But you're playing for Manchester City, so we're in a situation now, Rico, where you've had a... he's been brilliant this season. Let's not be too harsh on him. And goals is not what we expect from Rico, but he smashed the bar against Ipswich. He's got to be hitting the target there. He's got to be hitting the target against Ipswich. How he hit the bar there. This one was kind of worse because he doesn't even hit the frame. You know what I mean? He really batters it wide of the goal there, and that should have been 3-1. And Rico Lewis's second goal of the season, it should have been. Ruben Diaz with a shite, that was, actually. I'm not going to be any nicer than that. That's as nice as I can be for that pass. It was shite. Well, that's it, Ryan. I don't think it's his game. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's not what we've come to expect from Rico Lewis. I understand that he's going to get the odd chance and stuff, and maybe he misses the odd one, but that's just a simple, you know what I mean? He's got to hit the target at least. Just aim for the keeper. Aim for the keeper in that situation, and usually if you get enough power on it, it'll go either side of him. So that was a big miss, that. What a layoff from Erling Haaland, by the way, though. The play was really good, and City have played really well. They've played really well this first half. First 3 minutes was pretty scary, and then we just took control of the game, and then somehow West Ham got back into the game. But ultimately, this has been a very good performance from City in the first half. Really dominant. I feel like West Ham have rode their luck this season, in fact, because the only time I felt like they deserved to win was the first game of the season, where they played Villa at home. They lost 2-1, and I felt like they didn't maybe not deserve to win, but they did not deserve to lose. The other 2 games, they won, and they didn't deserve... Doku. It's Doku. Left foot! And it's blocked. It's going to be a corner again, surely. Surely that's a corner. We're probably going to see Fulkrug at some point as well in this game, who's quite a good signing. I'm surprised he's not been starting games, but Antonio is a more mobile centre-forward, isn't he? And I think Antonio is probably more suited to this game. Fulkrug is a bit more of a static number 9, someone you can hold up the play really well, whereas Antonio likes to get in behind and turn players around, turn defenders around. Good for the counter-attack. We've already seen that. Haaland having to get back to stop Antonio marauding down that left side. But it's a corner to City. De Bruyne are in. It's Ruben Diaz. It's Bernardo Silva. And it's cleared almost off the line by Emerson, up and away. It was Ruben Diaz with a header that was probably aiming for the goal, but it ends up going more towards the back post where Bernardo Silva was waiting, and he heads it towards the other post where the corner came from. And Emerson was just the only man waiting for it, who boots it up and away. But City still have the ball on the halfway line with only Ruben Diaz in our half. The rest of the players are in the West Ham half. Domination from Manchester City so far. Oh, Doku, absolutely. The speed of his feet, mate. Unbelievable. He's a slippery eel, isn't he? He's a slippery bar of soap. You just can't get hold of him, can you? It's Doku. Again to the byline. Doku keeps going, mate. He keeps going, dinks it. And it's over everybody. Oh, Gvardiol nearly came in with a volley there. Kovacic trying to prevent the counter-attack. City looking good in the counter-press here from Kevin De Bruyne. Blocks Antonio, and it's gone out for a throw-in, has it? West Ham ball. Haaland did the old meditation celebration, which just takes us back to his debut. The ground where he scored on his debut, man. I remember that so well. That goal, that's such a good goal to really like announce himself, wasn't it? That ball from De Bruyne. And we've just never looked back since then. Since that goal went into the back of the net, we have been the best side in the world without question. Without question. And it's Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland. And as much as these knobheads are praying for a Manchester City injury, and it's ball down to Jeremy Doku, heavy touch, but he's going to get it, byline, and his cross is blocked. Doku, mate. It's a couple of times that ball across has been just not good enough from Jeremy Doku. It's great to watch him beat the fullback, but it's no good beating the... Oh, De Bruyne's going to get booked there, isn't he? Bit of a heavy sliding tackle from Kevin De Bruyne. Take it easy now, KDB. Don't want to see him get suspended. But I would say that's a reasonable yellow card because he went in a bit aggressively there. But as much as these knobheads have been going on about... it's a yellow card, that. I don't know how De Bruyne is complaining. It's a yellow card. You're preventing the counter-attack. You've absolutely flown into him, mate. Like, that's a yellow card. Preying on injuries for City players. They haven't looked at it the other way. Do you know what I mean? Because you forgot that Kevin De Bruyne was injured for the majority of last season. He was. So as much as you're wanking yourself silly over the idea of losing Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland, there's a free kick. Ah, well played, Erling Haaland. Hold-up plays. Fantastic touch from Erling Haaland. Nods it past Alvarez. And knocks it past Alvarez and wins the free kick on the edge of the area. But, as I've been trying to say for about 10 minutes now, if we keep De Bruyne and Haaland fit, I don't see why we don't walk this league. Do you know what I mean? De Bruyne was out for 2/3 of the season. 2/3 of last season, and we won it by 2 points. You know? So, a fully fit Kevin De Bruyne for a 38-game Premier League season, combined with a fully fit Erling Haaland for the 38 games, how do we not win the league? These two are just unbelievable. Kevin De Bruyne is on the free kick right now. And he's nearly put it in for 3-1. That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect for Kevin De Bruyne to score that. And he wasn't a million miles away. He whips it, looking for that same corner that he was looking for when he hit the post. And he skims the top of the net. How good is it, skimming a stone? That word skim. When you say the word skim, don't you imagine being by a lake and skimming a stone? How fun is that? When you get it right, it's such a satisfying feeling to do that. When you go... So good, isn't it? What a random thought that just came to my head. Ruben Diaz clears the ball. Long ball up. 2 minutes of injury time. Wan-Bissaka with the throw-in. Edson Alvarez with a good turn now. Come on now, nothing stupid. Fuck's sake. Kudos here, bringing it down the left-hand side for West Ham. One last attack in the game for the half, really, and it's Kudos Please, no. Fucking hell. Right across the face of goal from Kudos there. Nearly makes it 2-2. This game is... How this game would have been 2-2 is beyond me. Beyond me. Thankfully, it's still 2-1, but I mean... It's the quality that West Ham up front. I think we need to pay respect to the fact that Jared Bowen, Kudos in particular, are just lethal players. Antonio's not... You know, he's not known as a goal scorer. But he has got 5 goal involvements against Manchester City in his career. 3 goals and 2 assists. Antonio against Manchester City. Haaland there. Great nod on that. Looking for Doku to flicks it on, but Doku wasn't there, and Haaland wins it back. Brilliant. Haaland, absolutely unbelievable first half from Erling Haaland. Kovacic with a heavy touch. Right, that'll do. Half time. I'll take half time now because West Ham are coming forward again here. Bowen. Leave it. Oh, Ruben Diaz got to get a shout there, man. Should have left that. Jared Bowen being closed down by Jack Grealish. West Ham being forced their way back here. And it's Max Kilman just bursting past everybody and he's giving it away to Kovacic. Well, Kovacic intercepted it more than anything. But still with West Ham. Bowen. Right, that's half time. There we go, half time. 2-1. Boom. What am I doing? Clock. Good half, really. I mean, frustrating that it's only 2-1 in truth. Frustrating. I feel really frustrated that that's only 2-1. I think West Ham will come out of the blocks flying again in the second half, looking for something. Like I said, that front three of West Ham, you've just got to be so mindful of it. We've already seen them score a goal. They showed their quality in the first 2 or 3 minutes. They were unlucky not to get a goal in that situation. Well, not unlucky. Gvardiol, having made the mistake, getting nudged off the ball for that attack to even come to anything. But then he defended it really well at the back post with Antonio, who's waiting. That was in 2 minutes into the game, and we could have been 2-0 down if things went against us. Thankfully, Gvardiol sorted himself out and redeemed him straight away from Josko Gvardiol. And then we went on to dominate from that point on. Got the goal, fully deserved, and then a goal from nowhere. Absolutely from nothing from West Ham. And that's West Ham at the minute, I think, with Bowen and Kudos and Antonio. Antonio, by the way, who's on 99 goal involvements for West Ham. Looking to get his 100th goal involvement for West Ham, which I think is a West Ham record, actually, which shows they haven't got too many legends at that football club that have got, well, you think about 100 goal involvements being a record, that's not that high, is it? Like, and goal involvements, assists and goals, that's 67 goals and 32 assists. First to reach 100. Surely that's not right. That's a statistic that I've found. That doesn't sound like an impressive record for West Ham, that. It's great for Antonio, but for the club of West Ham, that's not good reading, is it? But Jared Bowen's got 10 goal involvements in his last 12 games. So there you go again, another threat from West Ham. We just need to be mindful of that. We really do. Yeah, 100%, Michael. Mullet, thank you so much, mate. You're a legend. You've been here for ages as well on this channel. Showing your support for Typical City is not gone unnoticed. I have fully noticed your support, as have many other people in the chat. So many of you in the chat have been so supportive of this channel over the last few months, and I'm not sure what more I can do to thank you other than saying thank you. I'd like to do something more. Tell you what I will do though, I think might do like a bit of a, when I get to 20,000, I don't know what we're on now, 18 point something. When we get to 20,000, I might do like a Q&A live stream, a little bit more personal. You know, something like get everyone on and the regulars get to know me and get to talk a bit more generally. City obviously will be the dominant topic for the stream, but I'd like to do a little bit of an appreciation. And straight away, Mullet absolutely coming in with a gifted membership immediately after becoming a member himself. What an absolute legend you are, mate. Absolute hero. And Le Milieu has got the gifted membership. Appreciate that, mate. Enjoy it. Spam the emoji. Well, spam easy, but like, I need to add more emojis to the for the members to use as well. Kush Raj, I'm good, mate. How are you? But yeah, good half. Really, I thought City were pretty dominant. What does this do to our title rivals with United playing Liverpool tomorrow? It would be so sweet if we can win this game comfortably. This should be a goal difference game for me now. The way we played in the first half, I'm looking at goal difference now, which is a bit cocky because it's 2-1. Do you know what I mean? Let's win the game first, and I think a third goal does that. But I'm just thinking about the chances we were able to create, the amount of time we spent in their box. Not just outside their box. We were breaking them down with ease. You know, it's not like, it's all City, but there's that semicircle of motion around the edge of their area. Do you know what I mean? There's like not much penetration. That's when we dominate the ball, it lures us into that false sense of security that we're actually in control of this game. We're one counter-attack away from going 1-0 down. But in this game, we've burst through so many times, like getting into the box as well, like getting to the byline, getting to inside channel passes have been found so easily at times. We've had a lot of shots. I'd like to see the match stats in a minute as well, because I haven't seen them at all, but I imagine we've had a reasonable amount of shots. Rico Lewis should have made it 3. Kevin De Bruyne has hit the bar. Immediately after De Bruyne hitting the bar, Jack Grealish should have at least hit the target from that position as well. Haaland had a header that should be hitting the target in that situation, but who am I to criticise Erling Haaland for missing a chance because he's scored 2 goals? So, but I mean, it was sloppy from West Ham for us to we were gifted that goal. But you're looking at Paquetá, the media dabbled with that narrative a little bit, didn't they, with a couple of questions to Pep Guardiola about the interest in Paquetá, or historical interest in Paquetá. And I feel gutted for him. I feel gutted for Paquetá, because he clearly was meant to be a City player, and that whole betting allegation, which seems to have gone, it's just gone. So City have completely missed out on a player that we were clearly targeting for an allegation that has so far from, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I believe the Brazilian FA have cleared him and the English FA haven't. Have I got that the wrong way round? I think one of the FAs have said, no, it's good, but the other one has said, we still need to investigate. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I believe that maybe he's been cleared altogether. In which case, not only do I feel sorry for us, because we've missed out on Paquetá, he's a quality player, that, like, I don't know, what he would have brought so many different dynamics. I feel like we probably wouldn't have signed Mateus Nunes, which, again, I would like to see more of him this season, but because he was linked away from the club, wasn't he? But Mateus Nunes probably wouldn't be at the club. Isn't it funny how the world works? One little moment like that, and Paquetá's career could have been a trophy-winning Manchester City player. And I say the word stuck very loosely, because being stuck at West Ham isn't a right word to use, because West Ham are a good club. They're a good football club. The Europa League, well, Conference League rather, recently. Do you know what I mean? So they're obviously a good club. But you're talking about going to Manchester City. What an opportunity that he's missed out on for something that's could well be proven not to be true. And we've missed out on the player as well. So I feel more sorry for him than us, because we carry on, don't we? We move on. We go and sign Mateus Nunes, and although he's not proven to be a success yet, we've not suffered because we didn't sign Paquetá, but he certainly has. His career has. You know what I mean? Imagine being a Manchester City player. And we would have had a Brazilian contingency there as well. We would have had Edison, Savinho, and Paquetá as well. And I mean, that's a real shame. A real shame. But now we're looking at Bruno Guimaraes maybe in the next summer. I can't see that happening, to be honest. But obviously City, the scouts have got a lot of love for what the Brazilian national team are producing, because there is absolute quality players there. And Pep obviously has a soft spot for Brazilian players as well, because he's bought them over the years quite a few times, hasn't he, Pep? But yeah, no, it's good. Is the chat still live? You guys are frozen, by the way. There you go. You'd frozen for a second. And I was like, no one spoke for about 5 minutes. And I was like, ever since Mullet Daddy gifted a membership, everyone's left the building. But no. Oh, Jeff wants chat. I do need a pee. Cha. I do need a pee. I better get that done. Actually, out of the way. No, I didn't see it. Sorry. Oh, sorry. The real star of the show is here. I'll slunk away quietly, shall I? Sorry. Cha. Lad's having fish fingers and chips, man. I can smell it downstairs. Salt and vinegar. Smells so good. Do you know what I like doing at the end of every stream now? I tend not to watch myself back. I try and avoid it, because no one enjoys looking at themselves on camera. If you do, you're a bit self-involved, to be honest. But I do like coming back at half-time, because I can't see it all in one go, but the amount of shite that gets spoken in the chat about the bloody chair, I'm sick of it. Sick of it dominating the stream. Not sure why I put that on the screen, to be honest. Jeff's put 3. What's 3? Lucian's gone 1. What? I'm not sure. 2 is in, like... What are you talking about? Like number 2? Like I've pooed the chair? There is a chocolate stain on it that my missus thought was a bit of poo, but actually no, it was a tiny little flake of chocolate. I was having a whisper, and a bit of the chocolate fell on the floor, and then I was like, oh, I'll eradicate that, and I'd better deal with that. Tried to flick it away, and then it spread a little bit, and I was like, oh, it's melted, and I was like, oh, fucking hell. And then I got some carpet cleaner on it, and I was like, right, I'll just put a little blob of carpet cleaner. That turned it into a bigger stain, and now it just looks like an absolute shit show. It looks like I've pissed my chair, which I can categorically state I haven't, but it's not good. Yeah. It does stink of farts, though. I completely agree with you, to be honest. I fart very, very frequently in this chair. Please don't put the chair up for sale in the next transfer window. Please don't put it up for sale. No, he's staying for good. Cost me a fucking fortune, Jan, to be honest, so I'm not selling this anytime soon. But they do sell these covers, which I might need to get. I might need to get myself a cover. Oh, West Ham, what are they doing? They're playing changing the goalkeeper. Fabianski coming on for the nipple. It is all of them sweets, mullet. I love a good fart. Who doesn't enjoy a good fart? Oh, there, yeah, that little note, reminder to myself to go and show your support for Fan Reaction Football Club. There is multiple channels out there that if you type in football Fan Reaction Football Club, you know which one I'm talking about. The #1 football fan channel, the one that's got 50,000+ subscribers. Because there is another one out there, by the way. I don't know the guy, by the way. It's just he's. I saw something the other day, and I've speak to him occasionally on Twitter because he's always posting my stuff, man. Do you know what he does? The football fan reaction football club. He's a member of all the channels that he shows. He pays us. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Even if it's a small donation, a monthly donation, he pays us. None of the others do that. None of the others do that. Okay, and I've got not knocking the other ones for not doing it, but what I am knocking, there's one out there, the Football Fan Reaction FC, the one that's red with like a little talking headphone guy that's got 20-odd thousand subscribers. He wrote a post yesterday that was an attempt to take down the Fan Reaction Football Club, the good one. He tried to take them down with a post lying about how he got him demonetized, as if other YouTube channels can get other YouTube channels demonetized. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not possible, and making up lies and smearing his name. And the guy's just making a YouTube channel. Do you know what I mean? Just let him crack on. Let him do it. Do you know what I mean? Why? There's enough room for everybody on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? And then, anyway, tried to take him down. So that pissed me off that someone's out there trying to take him down. There's no need, man. Just do better or shut up about it. If you don't like the fact that he's doing better than you, do something about it or shut up about it. Anyway, second half's about to get started. So show your love for the Football Fan channel. The one with 50,000 subscribers. It's hard to describe because they're very similarly named. But the second half's underway, by the way. So let's move on. Rico Lewis with a strong tackle immediately. Kovacic takes it off. Bernardo Silva. And Kevin De Bruyne now just passes the halfway line. Wonder why they've changed the keeper. Must be an injury or something. Or maybe it's just I don't want to be on the receiving end of a Haaland hat-trick. I'm sick of that bastard scoring goals against me. Get me off the pitch. Akanji. We need a third, though. We absolutely need a third. Ball back to Ruben Diaz. So many empty seats in the London Stadium, and they were there before. It's obviously half-time queues for hot dogs and beers and whatnot. Ball across. Back to Doku, all the way back to Akanji, though, now all the way back to Ederson. What are your predictions for the Liverpool game tomorrow? Liverpool-Arsenal. United, sorry. I'm excited for the game because they're usually good games to watch, entertaining, high-value entertainment. You just never know with United, do you? They always do something to Liverpool. They could cause them a problem, and I feel like this could be a very good weekend for City, where we are already 3 games into the season, points ahead of the 2 teams that are tipped to finish in the top 3 spots. There's multiple 7-0s coming in already. Who to? Bloody hell, Edison nearly... Kovacic, cool as you like. 7-0 to Liverpool, I'm assuming. Bruyne, ball out to Doku. Doku's on the edge of the area. Jeremy Doku feints, cuts it back. Oh, it was a good interception by Rodriguez, and I haven't said his name all game. Guido Rodriguez, central midfielder, signed on a free from Real Betis for West Ham, and I feel like he's been a very good player for them, but I've not said his name all game. I haven't noticed him at all. Just doing his defensive duties, no doubt, but he hasn't touched the ball at all. But that was a good contribution, blocking the Jeremy Doku cross there. But City are not finished. Bernardo Silva could have given the ball away here, but he hasn't, because Akanji steps in and wins the tackle 50-50 with Paquetá. And Akanji with a nice little touch to Bernardo Silva, back to Akanji, and now Kovacic bringing it forward into Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne further out wide to Jack Grealish. One-on-one with Wan-Bissaka. Jack Grealish with a little rollover. Cross is blocked, corner ball. How many corners have we had, by the way? Yeah, Jeff's popped a link. I think that's the right link. Yeah, it is, mate. That one. Oh yeah, it doesn't display links, that, so it's just a completely empty thing I just put on the screen. De Bruyne, ball in, corner ball, Bernardo Silva. Oh, it was a weird corner, that was. De Bruyne, it was a poor one, to be honest, from Kevin De Bruyne, but nearly turned into a good one. He whips it, and how often do you say this? A ball bouncing from a corner before it's headed. A free header for Bernardo Silva on the penalty spot, but the ball bounced before he headed it, which is weird. Nice one, section. Yeah, please hit the like button. Or as they say, smash the like button. I don't know how you can smash it. Do you know what I mean? Just click the like button, please. They say that with the transfer window, don't they? The transfer window slammed shut. Well, it's a window, mate. You don't want to break it. Doku. Into the penalty area, lays it off to Bernardo Silva. Goes further out wide to Kovacic. Thought about the shot, but controls it. Gets it into Bernardo Silva. Outside of the butt. Oh, outside of the butt. I was going to say foot. But what a cross that would have been. Outside of the butt. Oh. Kovacic. Doku. It's all City so far. 5 minutes nearly gone in the first half, and we're dominating this game. We need a third, though, man. You're just waiting for that counter-attack. At some point, West Ham will mount a counter-attack, so we need that third. Jack Grealish with a bit of a sloppy touch, but he's still got it. Wan-Bissaka, who's not had a great game so far, Wan-Bissaka. I thought we've dealt with ball into Haaland, who lays it off to Rico. It's a poor one from Haaland, though, this time. Rico could still win this back. Kudos messing about with it. Kovacic and Rico closing him down, but he gets it clear. Akanji nods it back into City's possession, and De Bruyne into Ruben Diaz, and Ruben Diaz can bring the ball right through the heart of West Ham's midfield, but he lays it off to Kovacic. Kovacic now comes a bit forward. Rico, fouled. Yes. Michael Oliver gives the free kick. Do I? I'm very excitable. Do you know what I mean? I'm very excitable. Well, it used to be the other way around, mate. 20 years ago, United used to dominate. Ball in, cleared. Jack Grealish is on the edge of the area, though. Gvardiol gets back onside quickly. Ball coming across the face of goal. Come on, tap in, tap in. Oh, and it's fucking cleared. Paquetá gets it away, and kudos. But Doku gets... Oh, shit. 2-on-1. Rico Lewis has got to deal with this by himself. It's Jared Bowen coming forward, and it's Kudos who's in on goal. It's going to be 2-2. It's off the post. Fucking yes. Absolute whiffer. Whoa, what a chance that was for West Ham. But there you go. That's what I've been saying. Been saying it. One counter-attack, and they smashed the bar. Rico Lewis left in no man's land, trying to deal with Kudos and Bowen on either side of him. Link-up play between Kudos, gets it into Bowen. Bowen around Rico Lewis, who's trying to get back, and the poor lad's on his own at the back. All from City having a cross, a face the West Ham goal. Should have been 3-1, and West Ham nearly make it 2-2. We got away with that one. Got away with that one there. This is what I'm saying. The third is an essential now. It's a necessity. Fucking hell. Rico back in his right back position. Kudos. Saying kudos. Kudos. Is it kudos or kudos? Edson Alvarez coming quite far forward there. Wan-Bissaka tucking inside, which is interesting. West Ham have now got the ball. It's interesting to see what West Ham's offensive tactics are. And Wan-Bissaka's inverted, which is not going to be a good... Oh, referee. Rico was nearly fouled then. He nearly gave away a foul, but Doku trying to get back. Kudos lays it off to Edson Alvarez. West Ham are purring here a little bit. Bowen in the penalty area. Jack Grealish to try and stop him. He does. Sends him away from goal. Further away from goal. Good play from Jack Grealish. Saying Gvardiol gets involved. That's a goal kick as well. Great bit of defending between Jack Grealish and Josko Gvardiol. Between the two of them, you could see the communication, pointing to each other, saying, right, your man, your man. As soon as he turned, Jack Grealish said, right, now he's yours to deal with. And he deals with it really well. Just looking at this counter-attack opportunity here. Can't see. I'm trying to get in line with it, see if he was onside. But Kudos drills it off the post with his left foot. He had to stretch out that foot to try and control it. And he smashes it off the post. Going for that near top corner. Speedy, man. The speed they hit us on the counter-attack then is scary. We've got to be careful. Worrying down the line. To Jack Grealish. It's still in play. Still in play. Jack Grealish plays it inside to Haaland. We're still in our own half here. But Kovacic cools it down. Gets it to Ruben Diaz. Come on, this cannot be a draw. We cannot be dropping points after Arsenal have gifted us an opportunity to really damage their mental well-being for the rest of the season, because they will feel it. They will feel it because they know you can't be pissing about in this Premier League title race when there's a side that goes and gets 90 plus points pretty much every season. You can't fuck about, and fuck about they have already. So let's punish them. We've got to get a third here, City. I do not want to see us go 2-2 in this game, because this game will become a shit show if they score. 3-1, the game will be comfy. We can relax. We'll knock it about, play our stuff, probably make it 4. But we cannot go 2-2. Doku. We need to give confidence to our defenders as well. You've got to think about that back line, Akanji and Diaz and Gvardiol. They look solid against Chelsea. You can forgive them for what happened against Ipswich, because I felt like that was a midfield error. I feel like Kovacic sort of gave the ball away in that situation. Bernardo Silva, is he in? No. He's a little bobbling around off chests and torsos there. And Gvardiol with a heavy touch, and Bowen's going to take it away. Fuck. He's had to slow him down. He gets back eventually, Gvardiol, but it was a heavy touch that gave the ball to Jared Bowen. And West Ham are not done here at all, you know. It's frustrating considering the first half was just quality from City. Really good. Double yellow for who? And then Lemelieux asks the same thing. Are you talking about when Kudos went through on goal? Because De Bruyne did that, didn't he? And just gets out of the way. That's intelligent play from De Bruyne. Wan-Bissaka, though, bringing it forward. And he's not easy to catch. He's in a crossing position. He crosses it, and it looks like a good one as well. And it's gone... No, it's not. It's gone over everybody, luckily. Kudos. He's got one-on-one with Rico. Doku gets back to help out. But Paquetá lays it... Oh, well played, Bernardo Silva. That's poor from Lucas Paquetá. Bernardo Silva's not done here though, but he gets it into Akanji. Well played. Akanji, nothing silly, mate. Bernardo Silva, we're down by our own corner flag here playing tiki-taka football. And we get it clear to Haaland, who's going to hold it up. Surely that's a foul, referee. Pep's going mad on the touchline here. Fuming, throwing his arm at Michael Oliver, saying that Erling Haaland should have been fouled there. And he was. He was just wrestled to the ground there. Fucking hell, ref. Defensa wants Rodri and Gundo. I think one of them would be alright. I don't think we need both of them. But for who? because Kovacic is playing really well. Gundogan for who? Ball in from West Ham. It's back post. Kudo. Oh, and it's gone out for a goal kick. West Ham are looking for a fucking equaliser here, and it's getting a bit tasty. Yeah, Max Kilman is just like headlocked Haaland there. Pep wasn't having it. Go on, nick that. This is dragged the last 7 minutes because it's been all West Ham and they're coming forward again. City are all over the place here. Ederson's ball. Surely Rico panicking. Ederson, get out of your goal. Shout at Rico and say, that's my ball. Come and pick it up. You're making Rico panic and having to clear it. That's your ball, Ederson. Come on, City. Right, so just accept that West Ham are mounting a counter-attack here. The team needs to accept that. We're playing too high up the pitch. There's too many gaps. Just accept that they're coming forward. Weather the storm and then make it 3. And they're going to make it 2-2 if we're not fucking careful. Akanji with some vital defending then. Antonio looking to make it 2-2 and Akanji with some... it's brilliant from Akanji. It really is. Good, strong, powerful defending. It's really good. Really, really good from Manuel. Getting out the defensive manual. Manuel. Corner ball, though. First of the game for West Ham. City have had 8. It's ball in, and it's cleared by Manuel again, but it's up in the air. Ederson comes out and punches it to the edge of the area. There's going to be a shot coming in from West Ham here, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Got to get hold of this ball, Blues. Got to get hold of it. Hey, Ziola. I haven't seen you in ages, mate. How are you doing? I'm good. Completely agree. Completely agree. Struggling a bit, mate. Struggling. He's class, isn't he? He's class. He's the sort of defender, Akanji, for me, that he doesn't come off dirty. Do you know what I mean? That's what they used to say about Maldini, wasn't it? You're absolutely right. His shorts are never dirty. He doesn't come off the pitch with any dirt on him because he's in here. He reads the game. He doesn't need to go in for slide tackles. He's not a last-ditch defender. He's just an intelligent defender who positions himself in a part of the pitch where I don't need to slide tackle. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll just step in front of you. I'm not going on the floor. What a dirty bastard tackle that is from Emerson. Just absolutely wiped out Doku. Looks like he's holding his ribs as well. A yellow card for Emerson. That was a nasty tackle, that. Went through him. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Got a bit excited there. Wasn't that bad. He nibbled at him. Yeah, he nibbled at him. It looked worse at the first angle. And I got a bit carried away, to be honest. But it's a yellow card. Diaz bringing it forward. City looking to try and get that third now. And it's needed, mate. It's needed. We've got to get it. Half an hour to go. First half flew by. This is dragged, this, because West Ham are dominating. But here comes City. De Bruyne into the area. Bernardo Silva with space. Just nothing happening, though. We're still in the area. Crossing to De Bruyne is headed away. Not completely, though. And here come West Ham on the deck. Out to Kudos, whips it over the top for Bowen to get on the end of it, and Ederson comes flying out with a big diving header like fucking Superman. Ederson, he comes about 50 yards out of his goal and nods it out for a throw-in. Sweeper keeper at its finest. Well played, Ederson. Really good. Could have done with him coming out of off his line before when Rico Lewis was in like no man's land, but that was really good. Rodriguez into Paquetá. Bowen, back to Paquetá. Wan-Bissaka. Paquetá. Emerson. Edge of the area. He's going to get a shot away here. Jared Bowen now. Blocked by Diaz. Shouting for a handball. You can piss off with that because he put his hands specifically, put his hands behind his back and he goes, handball! Shut up, you knobheads. What the fuck do you think he's doing that for? Doku. Oh, Jeremy Doku. And that's... Oh, I thought that was Emerson who'd just been booked. But it's Kilman. Surely that's a yellow card for him, and it is. Because Doku just did a little bit of a... And then beat his player. Do you know what I mean? That Doku move where he just goes like that and then beats his man. It's like it works. Whatever it is, it works. It looks ridiculous, but it works. It's so effective. Max Kilman on a yellow card. Emerson on a yellow card. Who else is on a yellow card? I'm sure they've got quite a few, haven't they? Bernardo Silva. Rico coming forward with it, gets it back inside to Kovacic, who goes further out left to Jack Grealish, who's got a bit of space to run into, and he starts sprinting at Wan-Bissaka, gets him into the penalty area, little step over, Jack Grealish into Bernardo Silva, and it's saved, fumbled a little bit by Fabianski, but Bernardo Silva, a real opportunity, didn't really get the power behind it. It's great play from Jack Grealish again, who's done really well, Jack Grealish, in this game for me. He megs... I think it's Rodriguez. He megs him with a lovely little pass inside. Jack Grealish hasn't even needed to cross the ball. We haven't seen any crosses really from City. They've all been passes inside. It's just been cute little passes. We haven't really seen any deep crosses coming into the box. A few, but not many. We had that little dink from Bernardo Silva, but that came from inside the box, wasn't it? City are really able to squash West Ham's shape and make them very, very narrow. And it means we're in the penalty area. And if you're in the penalty area, you're in business, aren't you? They're in danger. Ball back with Fabianski. Out to Kilman. Back to Fabianski. I would test the hands of Fabianski again, by the way. If I'm a City player, I'm thinking about having a shot next time I get a sight of goal. But here come this West Ham. They've got numbers here as well. Right through the middle of Manchester City. And it's a shite pass. An absolute shockingly bad pass from Kudus. Thankfully, Gvardiol read it, to be honest. Let's give a bit of credit to Gvardiol, because I think he read it. But then there's no one coming forward. Haaland's like, are you coming forward, lads, or what? He's right. He's like... Just Bernardo Silva on his own. And Haaland there waiting, like, come forward. City is slowing the game down, and I think that's a wise choice because it's become a bit of a basketball match in the last 10 minutes, and that does not suit us in the slightest. With the speed of Bowen and Kudus and Antonio, we do not want a basketball match. We want control in this game now. We're 2-1 up. Doku. Throw in. Good to see you, Jack. That's not Pauline, that is Jack, for anyone who's wondering. Good to see you, Jack. Hope you're good, mate. What power did I give you? It's the power of guessing scorelines and predicting. Because you fucked it, Jeff. Ruben Diaz with a thunderous header to give Manchester City the lead, but he scores an own goal. Doku to the byline. It's over everybody, and it's another cross from Jeremy Doku that's a bit underwhelming. It was a fantastic play to beat the fullback once again, but Jack Grealish has kept it in, and he's coming in. He's already in the penalty area. He's going to lay this on. Wan-Bissaka takes it off him. Jack Grealish was a bit sloppy there. He could have laid that off to De Bruyne much, much earlier than that. But that's Doku in a nutshell. What we just saw is Jeremy Doku in a nutshell. It encapsulates him. He's got to get that cross better. Because he beats his fullback, and that's the hardest part. De Bruyne with a shot, deflected corner ball. It's so good from Doku to beat the fullback. It's such a unique trait. Because defending's the easier part of the game. Gundogan's coming on. And defending is the easier part of the game. Beating a player is harder than stopping a player. And Jeremy Doku can do the hard things that most football players would give their left arm for. Do you know what I mean? And it's Doku who's coming off for Gundogan. What are we doing here then? It's got to be Bernardo Silva on the right, isn't it? Surely. Bernardo Silva's going out right. So we do not have any players that can beat the fullbacks, willingly beat the fullbacks easily. Do you know what I mean? So, no. I'm not convinced by that substitution. I'm pleased to see Gundogan. I'm just thinking Bernardo Silva in the right. It's corner ball to City though. Come on. Jack Grealish. Back to De Bruyne. Ball into a good one. Ruben Diaz! He's missed it. Jeff. I'm absolutely fuming with you, Jeff. I don't know how he's missed that. What a shit. I'm joking, mate. Jeff's a legend, obviously, but you've ballsed it up today, Jeff. Oh, no. West Ham are coming forward with Jared Bowen. This game's getting too tight, man. I don't like it at all. It's still 2-1. Any win will do, really, now at this point. It's got to be. Any win will do. But yeah, number 19, Ilkay Gundogan, is on the pitch. Wonder if he can do something. Gets himself a goal. There's Jeff, showing himself. That's the Jeff emoji. But here come West Ham. Wan-Bissaka, one-on-one with Gvardiol. Gvardiol sends him back. Ball back with Edson Alvarez. Paquetá now. Central cross, but it goes to Kudos, who brings it down in the penalty area. Rico Lewis pressing aggressively. Careful. Don't give the penalty away. Ball. The cross is blocked and it's a corner. Well played, Rico, there. That's really good defending. Saw an opportunity to get on him. You know what I mean? Like, attach yourself to the attacker. As a defender, that's what you want to do. An opportunity to just like become like a barnacle. Do you know what I mean? What a shit thing, a barnacle. Such a shit thing, isn't it? What the fuck does a barnacle do? What the fuck is the point in a barnacle? But that is what Rico Lewis became. He became a barnacle on the back of Kudos. And I love that. When a defender does that, it's my style as a defender as well. When you're defending, I love it. You just see an opportunity and you just go, and just become on top of them. I love it. Fulkrug's on. I didn't see who came off though. I was too busy talking about barnacles. Because Antonio looks... Oh, he's there. He's walking off. It must be Antonio then. Ball in from Bowen. Corner ball. It's dangerous! And it's a missed header from Max Kilman, who really should be hitting the target there. I think he was expecting a City player to get a touch, and it's 20 minutes left. This is... Ooh, bit nervy. I think we blew them away in the first half. I feel like we should have had this game won by half-time. Mateus Nunes coming onto the pitch, and it's Jack Grealish coming off. So we absolutely have zero wingers on the pitch right now. Jeff's at work. Not working. Get some fucking work done, Jeff. Is Pep sick in the head or something? Why'd you say that, Cyrus? Because he's brought on Núñez for Grealish. There's got to be something. He's got to be asleep. But I tell you what, Núñez can carry the ball. So in terms of someone who can, you know, turn defence into attack, he's playing left wing. Núñez is playing left wing. And that's not the first time, by the way. We saw a little cameo. Was it in the Carabao Cup or in the FA Cup? Núñez played there last season. He's come inside, though, and got Gundogan's headed over to that left-hand side, which is the De Bruyne role a little bit there, isn't it? So you've got Gundogan now, who's like really like way out on that left-hand side, and Núñez coming inside, which is what the system was doing. So Núñez is doing what Jack Grealish was doing. Bernardo Silva, though, on the right, coming down this right side. Wan-Bissaka seems to have switched to left back. I didn't mention Koufal has come onto the pitch for West Ham, who is not the greatest defender in the world, but very good coming forward for West Ham. And as a fullback, he's a very attacking fullback, Koufal, isn't he? So they've brought on a bit of an attacking threat, but on the left side, they've moved Wan-Bissaka to left back, which is where he played against Bournemouth midweek as well. So there's a bit of... Yeah, I agree with what West Ham have done with the substitutions, and I think City need to play the cards right here, because we've got to get that third. Great play from Gundogan, laying it off to Kovacic, and Kovacic lays it off to De Bruyne, gets it back. Kovacic now coming forward with it, looking for options. Plays it out to Akanji. Akanji to Bernardo Silva on the right. Nice little ball into Rico. Come on, City. Kovacic, give it him. Oh, that was a good little run, that, Rico, mate. Kovacic is so free, man. Ball inside to Gundogan. Lays it off to De Bruyne. Offside Gundogan, isn't he? No, he's not. No, he's not. Looked it from this angle. All the West Ham defenders' hands went in the air, but no offside given. Rico Lewis. Kovacic with acres of space right in the middle of the midfield. Goes out left to Núñez. One-on-one with Koufal. Here comes Matheus Núñez. Matheus Núñez with a poor cross. He's looking for Gundogan, but he gets a little touch off Koufal. Snap him. Well done, Gvardiol. Doesn't even need to snap him. He just uses his strength and takes the ball off him. If that's me, I'm fucking crobbing him, but well played. Gvardiol. Kovacic inside. Kovacic has been brilliant. He's been really good again. He really has. He's not put a foot wrong. You know what I mean? Everything he's done is spot on. Spot on from Mateo Kovacic. Spot on Kovacic, that's his new name. No, didn't work. Potato Kovacic. That came to my head for some reason. He certainly hasn't played like a potato. He looks a bit like a potato, but he hasn't played like a potato. Here comes Potato Man. Foul! The potato's been fouled. Akanji with a nice little ball into Kovacic then, and he goes back. And that's a dirty foul as well. That's Rodriguez on a yellow card. How many have they got now? I'm sure they've got like 4 or 5 on a yellow card here. Bernardo Silva, Rico. Kovacic back to Rico City, looking for a third. Surely we can get it in this game, because there's not been much in this second half, has there, from City? And West Ham have come out strong, and they weathered the storm a little bit. West Ham, I think in the first 5 minutes we did some good stuff. I think Bernardo Silva's had a shot. Is there anything else? There was a ball across the face of goal that was like scrambled away by West Ham. A couple of half opportunities for City. Bernardo Silva in the second half had a real opportunity that Fabianski fumbled. Bernardo Silva didn't really connect with it, but Rico Lewis is in. He's into the penalty. Ball across, and it's blocked for a corner ball. That run from Rico Lewis is becoming a little bit of his little trademark. It's the De Bruyne run. That ball, that inside centre-back and full-back run, where it gets fed round the outside, but on the underlap, where it's brilliant from Rico, and he's been doing it all season. He did it against Chelsea, did it against Ipswich. But looks like another substitution. Thomas Souček coming on. Who for? Who's number 28? Who's 19? Edson Alvarez coming off. KJ Thompson. We need Foden back. It would be nice to have him back. Where would he play in this system, though? That's the thing. With this system right now, let's watch this corner first of all, then we'll talk about it. Kevin De Bruyne, hands in the air. Ball whipped in, it's a poor one from KDB. Easily cleared by Souček. Souček, by the way, we've got to watch out for set pieces from him, because he's dangerous in the air. He's a big guy. He's not that big, but he's just very good in the air. Don't know what's going on with the West Ham collars, by the way, but they're all like ripped in different positions. Bowen's got like a rip there. Antonio had a rip here before. They're cheap, shoddy material. Wan-Bissaka coming down the left side, lays it off to Kudos, who's going to switch this all the way to Kufal. Mateus Nunes getting back and trying to close down Kufal, but here comes Kufal, an attacking fullback. Ball whipped in, Gvardiol at the near post clears it, but here comes Nunes the other way now. He's got to slow it down. It's the right decision, just keep the ball, mate. Do not lose the ball there. Gvardiol back to Gundogan. We're still in a dangerous area here. Gundogan back to Edison. All the way out here to Bernardo Silva on the right. Is that a foul? No, Bernardo Silva's giving it away. Full crew, penalty spot is Souček, and he's put it wide. Bernardo Silva holding his hands in the air. I think he wanted the foul, but even I think he realises that he just fucked it. Dilly-dallying on the ball there, Bernardo Silva. That's a foul, referee. That looked like a foul to me. From that angle, he just went through him. And Bernardo Silva holding his hand in the air, apologising, but it looked like he was fouled to me, and I try not to be as biased as ever, but I usually am, but still. I thought that was a foul. Wasn't given. Got away with that one, though. Ruben Diaz switches it to Gvardiol. Possession in the second half, 66% to Manchester City. West Ham have had 5 shots. We've had 4. They've had 0 on target. We've had 1, and that's got to be that Bernardo Silva one. So it's been a 50-50 game in terms of chance creation. We have had more of the ball, as you'd expect, but none of the chance creation that we saw in the first half, where we were just carving them open like a Sunday roast. It was delicious, the first half. And it's Saturday as well, so asking for a Sunday roast on a Saturday, you're getting cocky. But De Bruyne's ball in is a poor one there, man. What's he trying? Kind of whip it near post and collected by Fabianski with ease. With ease. Oh. 80th minute. Oh, come on, City. It's crazy, isn't it? How the season is like 3 games old and we're already worried about drop points and stuff because of how good we've been, like how City have set the standards and how 90 points is required. It's insane. De Bruyne goes round Paquetá, but Paquetá wins the tackle eventually, but Bernardo Silva picks it up. Gvardiol, little looping lobbed pass with his right foot into Gundogan now, bringing it forward. Gundogan lays it further forward to Nunes, who's on the left wing. Mateus Nunes slows it down, gets it back to Gundogan. City knocking it around a little bit cautiously here, just making sure we don't do anything silly, but they've had attacks. It's not like we've controlled the game. Every time we lose the ball, West Ham look like they can at least get across into the box. They're maybe not creating chance after chance, but they're certainly getting opportunities to cross the ball. Too frequently, for my liking. But here comes City, though. Bernardo Silva. Rico, give it... Oh, Rico, mate. Bernardo, how have you missed that run from Rico? That was a great run from Rico Lewis. This time, it's going to be Bernardo Silva. No, it's De Bruyne and Rico both made the same run. Rico leaves it for De Bruyne. De Bruyne's cross was blocked. Corner ball. I know, mate. I know what you're saying, but the standards have changed, Mullet. I used to be there. I used to be just as excitable in that division as well. Do you know what I mean? Nothing's changed. I used to be as excitable and as tense when we were in League 2, mate. So it's just me, really, unfortunately. So I just feel like this game is just absolutely not done. Do you know what I mean? 3rd goal goes in and I will be absolutely chilling, mate. Chilling. Here comes City. Nunez with another cross that's blocked. It was going for the right ball to Haaland, who was like dropping a little bit deeper, but it was an outstretched boot from Wan-Bissaka. Yep, Jan. Nothing in this second half. I mean, his first half performance was just like amazing. It was amazing. Erling Haaland, in all departments, Bernardo Silva's intercepted that brilliantly. And Bernardo Silva's going to... Oh, he's beating the... Oh, Wan-Bissaka gets back. Bernardo Silva claiming for a back pass there. Ball booted long for Jared Bowen to chase. And Gvardiol and Ruben Diaz are not making a decision! Fucking hell. They did eventually. Ruben Diaz... Gvardiol looking at Ruben Diaz like, are you doing this or am I doing it? Eventually, Gvardiol nods it to Ruben Diaz and then Diaz clears it. And the ball's fed into Erling Haaland, who's one-on-one with Fabianski, and Erling Haaland makes it 3-1! That's his game! And that is another Erling Haaland hat-trick! Yes! Mateus Nunes with an assist to die for. Beautiful. You're just hoping he's onside now at this point, but that looks like the bag is 3 points in the bag. Come on, City. Come on, City. 3 points, 3 goals, 3 Erling Haaland goals. Hat-trick. I'm calm. I'm feeling it. He looks onside as well. He looks very, very onside to me. Haaland's finish, by the way, is just absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Ryan GS, you're a legend, mate. Top man. Who's got it? DS Ford. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. Yes! That's got to be the game. Oh, we're looking at VAR here. What are we looking at here? Surely that's offside. Sure, onside. Yeah, he's miles onside. 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 Haaland hat-trick. Back-to-back hat-tricks. What is the record? I know I got corrected because it was... it wasn't Alan Shearer, was it? It was Aguero with the most hat-tricks, wasn't it? So is he already caught him up? Because he was only 2 behind. Is he on 12 now or 11? 24th hat-trick for club and country. 8th in the Premier League. It just came up. Connor's 112 hat-tricks. That was pretty... I missed a few of them. Pretty sure, Clara. I know you meant 12, but... How good is this, man? Like, it already feels so good to be a City fan. It's just the best, innit? It's just the best. Imagine supporting another team. The Poznan's out. The Poznan's out. Hey, there's Big Steve. You see that? There's Big Steve at the front going, City, City. I need to get Big Steve on. I've spoke to him like last year, and I've just neither of us did anything about it. We both agreed let's do a thing, and then we never did. We need to do it. I need to change the score. Yeah, sorry guys. Nice one, Samuel. Appreciate that, mate. City looking for a 4th here. Gundogan slowing it down. It's just gone our way today a little bit, hasn't it? I think we're not like we've been fortunate. It's just we got a little bit of luck with the Kudus goal, but I mean, the Arsenal, what's it? Declan Rice. What's going on here? There we go. Declan Rice was a bit like, but I mean, rules are rules. Rules are rules. Rice, Rice, bye-bye. Dun, 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 dun. Rice, Rice, bye-bye. But yeah. Hey, that's it, Lucien. I clicked that before I read the end of it. I just saw tap in penalty merchant, and then I clicked on it, And then I read the rest of the sentence after I clicked it, and it got better the more the sentence went on. Shut your stinky ass mouth. Don't know, I enjoyed that. But yeah, tap-in Merchant, mate. Fucking battered one into the roof of the net to make it 2-1. Second goal was an absolute delightful finish to make it 1-0. Planted into the bottom corner. And this one, he had about 40, 50 yards worth of grass to run into. And then he dinks it delightfully over Fabianski. Kyle Walker's on. Just waiting for the chat to go wild. Kyle Walker's on. There's nobody going, yeah! Let's get behind Walker, man. I do feel like he's harshly treated at this club. I do feel like his off-the-field antics get a lot of... define him as a footballer. You know, we talk about the football player, who he is as a person and what's gone on off the scenes. Yeah, it's not great, is it? But that's done and dusted now. Let's get behind the football player. Nathan Ake is on, by the way, and it's Gvardiol and Kevin De Bruyne who's come off for Manchester City. Oh, Khalid dropping absolute units. 10 gifted memberships being gobbled up by people. Khalid, you absolute legend, mate. You are an absolute legend. Just bam, 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 bam. Khalid's in the house. In the house. Gundogan getting stuck in there. I think we're going to see a couple of Gundogan starts soon, I think, as well. Maybe in the FA Cup. But another hat-trick for Erling Haaland, mate. I didn't captain him. Do you know who I captained? Saka. What a shite decision that was. I don't know why I did that. That was everything looks like you're an idiot or not. But I tell you, who looks like an idiot. Mark Goldbridge, because he had West Ham to win, didn't he? And what did he say? I watched the video for a minute, but here comes Rico Lewis. Ball across. Fabianski gets a big hand on it. It's going to go out for a throw-in, but he said, that's the thing with predictions. He said, I've got West Ham to beat Manchester City. Now, I know you all think I'm probably crazy, but if it comes true, I'm going to look very, very good. Yeah, it also works the other way. If you say these stupid things and they don't come true, you look like a fucking idiot. And that's what's happened. You look like a fucking idiot. That's almost... It's not quite as bad as... what's his face? The establishment comment. Hey, respect the establishment. Erling Haaland, top goal scorer. You need to respect the establishment. 600 million goals later, Erling Haaland with 700 hat-tricks. And like, oh, they just love it, man. There's a lot of shit out there, isn't there? There is a lot of shit. You at least make your believable predictions, man. It's just for fucking Kyle Walker, mate. What have you just done there? Really, really poor from Kyle Walker. Trying to beat a player in 5 minutes injury time, Kyle. You've come onto the pitch to shore things up. Jeff, thank you very much for another super chat from Jeff, who is always putting your hand in your pocket, mate. You don't have to do it on this channel, but I fully appreciate your support on this channel. Genuinely, mate, an absolute legend. And I will absolutely be giving a high five to my children. Harry will enjoy it more. Chloe will be like, what the fuck you doing? I'm one. I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, in fact, I go high five and she just goes like that. She enjoys hurting me, so I will do that, mate. Thank you very much. Nathan Ake, Gundogan, Nunes, 4 minutes to go, and that's surely that is that. Oh. Do you reckon anyone else is getting golden boot this year? Haaland's already got 7. 7 in 3. 7 goals in 3. Honestly. What's he got now? I need to do the math. 19 goals in all 3 months of August. 19 goals in all 3 months of August, and that's in 11 appearances. He's stupid, isn't he? Stupid. He is. Akanji. City looking for a fourth here. And a fourth would be nice as well. I'd like to get that goal difference up as well. Wan-Bissaka coming forward though. He's played in. Is that Somerville's come on, by the way? I should have mentioned that. Somerville. Somerville. You're vile. You're a vile individual. Paquetá, who's been poor, in fairness. I think he's had a poor game, Lucas Paquetá. Couple of moments he's been sloppy. Very sloppy with it. I'm not saying we dodged a bullet by not signing him, but he's certainly not played well in this game. I think the front three for West Ham have been alright, but... And there's Lucas Paquetá. If he scores now, piss off, mate. He hasn't. Gundogan. Lovely feet from Gundogan. That's a foul. Applause immediately in the air. Kovacic just doing that to Gundogan. And those two together, Kovacic and Gundogan, I mean, obviously Rodri is going to come back and he's going to go straight in. But Gundogan and Kovacic together, that's exciting. He's just broken the Premier League record for most goals in the first 3 games of a season, Erling Haaland. The record was held by Edin Dzeko, Manchester City player. Of course it is. And they say we've got no history. Who scored 6 in 3. And I remember it because he scored, was it 5 at White Hart Lane? I remember it. Was it 5 or was it 4? That Dzeko scored. The final goal that he scored, I remember it so well. Left foot, top corner from about 30 yards out. Edin Dzeko, left foot, top corner, 30 yards out. That description just does not fit Edin Dzeko, but I remember it, man. I remember it so well. Red and black kit. We battered Spurs that day. I remember it. Oh no, Bernardo Silva's just held his right hamstring. No one will have seen this because it was like behind. It went to a unique camera angle as Wan-Bissaka was bringing it forward, but Bernardo Silva just pulled up with his hamstring, and West Ham are coming forward here. Gundogan and Núñez together have slowed it down. But Bernardo Silva, mate, could do without a hamstring injury to him. Kyle Walker at the back post, not clearing it. Full Krug, clear it. Ruben Diaz. I mean, that's surely game. Laid off to Gundogan here. Oh, Gundogan goes past Kufal. So easy. Tries to lay in Haaland. He's got it. It's Erling Haaland on his 4th. Oh, and he's nearly squeezed it in as well. Oh, what play from Ilkay Gundogan. What play. That's got to be the game there. Done and dusted, surely. But, I mean, Christ. Wow. Somerville. Full crew. He's got it back. Somerville. Oh, what a save from Edison. What a save. He was going away to celebrate. I don't know why you'd celebrate. You've still lost the game, mate. But what a save from Edison. Tips it onto the post. Fingertip stuff from Edison. What a save that was from Edison. Not what he's known for, is it, in a Manchester City shirt? But that was a save right out of the top drawer from Edison. And there goes the full-time whistle. Oh, what a win that is. Absolute statement win. Statement win that was from Manchester City, because we've gone away from home against a side that just won their last 2 games, albeit they lost the first game, but they've been getting reasonable results lately, West Ham, and we've gone there. Erling Haaland has sent an absolute statement to the Premier League that you are in trouble, mate. You are in trouble. The guy's got 7 goals in 3 games. And Michael Oliver is holding on to Erling Haaland's hands here, like saying something. It seems nice, but he's eventually giving him the ball. How many... We only saw last week, whoever it was that wrote that statement on the ball, that signed the ball for Erling Haaland. I'm sick of writing these, or whatever it was that was said. Whoever's wrote that has got to write that again. Because, I mean, wow. Another hat-trick for Erling Haaland. But the most important thing about today was the 3 points because of what Arsenal did, and that has happened. Come and join me for my match reaction. I'm going to do that as soon as I can. Thank you so much to everyone that's joined me in the watch long. It's been a really, really good one. They're all good, actually. I can't remember the last time there's a bit of bad watch along, to be honest. FA Cup final. That was a bit of a shit one. That was the last time. Since then, been good. and I've really, really enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed having you all in the chat as usual. Please drop a like on the stream on your way out. It does really help. It takes nothing to do, and it massively, massively helps me. Please do. Again, thanks to everyone that's joined me in the watch along. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.